Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I nostri programmi sono offerti in molte lingue. Consultate suprememastertv.com/schedule.
This is a simple idea. Instead of technology is something like a progress we have to chase. Instead, technology is just our assistant. Technology should adapt to society's needs and norms instead of society adapting to technology. It's as simple as that.
Minister Audrey Tang, Using Technology to Enhance Democracy, Part 1 of 3. Continue watching to find out more.
Aloha means hello in Hawaiian. I'm Keo. The people of Hawaii in the United States thank you for your love of diversity and feel that you will always be part of our community. Welcome to part 1 of our 3-part series. Minister Audrey Tang, Using Technology to Enhance Democracy. On today's program, we'll meet Minister Audrey Tang, appointed as Digital Minister without portfolio in President Tsai Ing-wen's cabinet at the age of 35. Audrey is the youngest person to ever serve in the President's administration. In her early years, Audrey was a child prodigy who read classical literature before the age of 5, took advanced mathematics classes before 6, and studied computer programming before 8. Then at age 12, she began learning the practical extraction and report language, Perl 1. On an IQ test taken in elementary school, Audrey scored 160 or above, the highest score possible on the Wechsler Intelligence Scale for children. At the age of 16, Audrey started her first IT company and has since established several others. In 2019, she made Foreign Policy Magazine's list of top global thinkers. Minister Tang begins by explaining her job description and thoughts on the role of technology in today's society.
My job description goes like this. When we see the Internet of Things, let's make it an Internet of Beings. When we see virtual reality, let's make it a shared reality. When we see machine learning, let's make it collaborative learning. And when we see user experience, let's make it about human experience. And when we hear singularity is near, let us always remember plurality is here. So this is a simple idea. Instead of technology is something like a progress we have to chase. Instead, technology is just our assistant. Technology should adapt to society's needs and norms instead of society adapting to technology. It's as simple as that.
Earlier this year, Minister Tang helped Taiwan to quickly and effectively contain the spread of the coronavirus by providing citizens with information on where to purchase protective masks.
My role is the digital minister in charge of social innovation. And by social innovation, we mean people, not public servants, like ordinary citizens who think of a better way to further a social good. They can propose those ideas, and I'm the one who amplify their idea. For example, there was a young person named p1o3 in Tainan City, who at the end of January invented a way for people to report which stores still have masks and which store has run out of masks. So people do not have to, shop around for like 5 different stores before they can find medical masks. I saw the idea, I bring it to the premier, saying that we need to support this young person and provide the real-time availability in all pharmacies in real time. That is to say, every 30 seconds. So instead of relying on people to report, the pharmacists who are very professional and trusted by the community, they do not have to say, like every day we have run out of mask or not. They can just simply post online. And then everybody looking at the map, even people queuing in a line, can actually check that nowadays, if you take your national health insurance card, which covers more than 99.99% of citizens and also residents, to a pharmacy, then you can get 9 medical masks per 2 weeks, or 10 if you are a child. And the person queuing after you can just refresh the map and see the number actually decrease by 9 or 10 just in a couple of minutes. And so this builds trust. Like every time everybody look at the map, they can see that the system is working. If rather after I purchase, people queuing after me see rather the number increases, they will call the toll-free number line 1922 right there, because there would be something wrong. So instead of asking people to trust the government's numbers, the government trusts the citizens with open data.
Amazing viewers, we'll return after this brief message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Noble viewers, welcome back to our interview with Minister Audrey Tang, who next shares her innovative ideas about how to ensure the accountability of businesses and other organizations.
I thought back of the time that I spent in the Wulai Mountain with the Atayal people and the indigenous spirit that talks about sustainability, not in the term sustainability, which is a recent, but by the act of acting sustainably with the nature. That is to say, when they make a decision as a community, as a culture, they do not chase something just for this generation. They think about the environment, how it's going to be 7 generations down the line. And so because if you take a very long view, then technology are there to make the world a better place for the upcoming generations. But if you take a short view, then you may improve, for example, vanity for this generation, but at the cost of the future generations. Practically speaking, we're requiring now the largest company, publicly listed companies, they have to file the sustainability reports. That is to say, their work, because their shareholders are many, their shareholder value is, in a sense, the value of the public. And so they have to make it accountable to the public that while pursuing the bottom line of profit, they would not hurt the bottom lines of people and of planet. So profit, people, and planet are the triple bottom lines that they need to further. And we have a social innovation platform that we also invite companies and co-ops and universities and credit unions and everything that are not yet publicly listed, nevertheless disclose every year how they're making progress toward the people and the planet bottom lines. Because Taiwan is mostly small and medium enterprises, to imbue this kind of long view thinking for the small and medium enterprises as well as the social entrepreneurs, instead of just for the publicly listed companies. This is like a incubator program to make sure that everybody thinks responsibly, not just the publicly listed ones.
Minister Tang believes that digital innovation, rooted in communal trust, can create a stronger, more transparent democracy. She shares one example of how this open, transparent democracy works.
So, as a digital minister, all the meetings that I chair and all the interviews that I give is published on the internet for everyone to see, either as a transcript or in this case, a video. So while you're recording this, we're also recording it, and we'll be publishing it unedited on our YouTube channel. And the reason is that in Mandarin, digital minister or 数位政委 also means a plurality of ministers. 数位as in many, right? And so my idea is that everybody can see through my eyes, like a virtual reality, how a ministerial position works. And instead of just sharing the policies we make, we share how we're making the policies, the things that we have considered. For example, when we're working on the e-sport regulations, it used to be that the Ministry of Culture doesn't think esport is a culture because it doesn't have hundreds of years of tradition. And the agency of sport in the Ministry of Education didn't consider it sport because you move maybe only your hands but not your body. And the Ministry of Economy doesn't think this is a economical trade because this is more like performing arts. So maybe it should be the Ministry of Culture. So all the three ministries have very different takes on esport, and esport kind of fall into this Bermuda Triangle where there is no competent authority that can work on the rights of the esport athletes. And so I just shared the three ministries' positions publicly as a transcript 4 years ago when I first became digital minister. And there's many people who are very wise on the internet who look at those transcripts and tells us, for example, that Go or Weiqi, which is a board game like chess, is now, according to them, a esport because most of the Go games are now played online. And because the Ministry of Culture have existing regulations about, for example, alternate military service and so on for the Go players, if we reclassify Go as an esport, then all the other esports can just match what the Go players make and so on. And so by sharing our uncertainty, by sharing our doubt, by having no problem about face or means, we can honestly say, we don't know. Please help us figure it out. That's the crack in everything. And that's how the light gets in. That's how the social sector contributed their wonderful creative ideas. And finally, we have esport recognized as an intellectual sport.
Noble Audrey Tang, many thanks for your innovative, positive solutions. May you be blessed abundantly for making our world a more transparent and better place in which to live. For more information about Taiwanese Formosan Digital Minister Audrey Tang, please visit pdis.nat.gov.tw. Outstanding viewers, thank you for your company today. Please join us again next Monday, November 16th for part 2 of this series. May your life be ever fulfilling and blessed with inner peace and joy.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GG.